Verse 17, for the queen's conduct will become known to all the women, causing them to look with contempt on their husbands by saying, King Ahasuerus commanded Queen Vashti to be brought into his presence, but she did not come. So they were worried about this defiance against the king, because why? What did everybody else might do it? She's setting the standard here. We can't let that happen, King. We got to do something here.
There's no women on that board.
Yeah, there were no women on the board. They weren't allowed. They're still not allowed. Memucan, I guess I'm pronouncing it right. He believed that respect could be commanded. What does the New Testament say? Husbands, love your wives as Christ loves the church. And in so doing, then what? We're told to respect our husbands. It's easy to respect a man who's loving and kind. But we're also told, we're not going to spend a whole lot of time there, to what it says, wives, see to it that you respect your husband. So during those times when we're so furious, we're ready to spit nails, see to it that you respect your husband. Ooh, whether they're behaving right or not, our responsibility is to see to it that we respect them. So, I mean, I act like it's such a hard thing for me. It's not. But I'm thinking of some husbands going, whoa. Verse 19 says, if it pleases the king, let a royal edict be issued by him, and let it be written in the laws of Persia and Media, so that it cannot be repealed, that Vashti may no longer come into the presence of King Ahasuerus, and let the king give her royal position to another who is more worthy than she.
She got fired.
She did. Yep. She was given the left boot of fellowship. Verse 20, when the king's edict, which he will make is heard throughout all his kingdom, great as it is, then all women will give honor to their husbands, great and small. You know, that guy was, you know, it doesn't happen that way, does it? There would have been a lot of ill will and, boy, I just can't imagine what it would be like to be a wife in that day and age with that kind of an edict. It was the law.
Because there was no honor. There was no honor at all for their wives.
No. None whatsoever. They were just like
Property.
pieces of merchandise, right?
Property.
It's until now, the Middle East, that's how they treat their wives.
They
It's
still
like
do.
a possession.
Yes, yes. Just like you would own chickens or cattle or, you know, I mean, really. Okay, verse 21, this word pleased the king and the princess, and the king did as Memucan proposed. And how different that is from Ephesians 5, isn't it? Okay. And then isn't it ironic that the king is commanding others to do something that he himself couldn't do? Think about that. All right, so that's the end of chapter 1. There's a 4-year gap here. And during this time, there was the war with Sparta that I was telling you about. And so he had just returned home after the destruction of his navy in the sea. And he's defeated, and he's angry, and he's embarrassed, humiliated, all those things that a proud king like that would be. And this was the time where he had him stab the water, because he was angry. So verse 1 says, after these things, when the anger of King Ahasuerus had subsided, he remembered Vashti and what she had done, and what had been decreed against her. So this is 4 years later. He's thinking about Vashti, and he's probably starting to miss her a little bit. And he's wanting the love of a woman. But the interesting thing is, without Vashti having done what she had done, there would be no Esther. God's fingerprint, right?